yeah, it's my little makeshift studio, man. You know, I don't have a whole lot of room, so I have to do what I can. My brain of the operation, I guess, is my recorder. I don't use Pro Tools or Logic or no computer shit like that, even though this is a computer. It's a Roland Porter Studio 2480. That's the model. I bought the monitor separately, so I don't have to fumble around with the tiny screen. I can just use the mouse. And it's like Pro Tools, and it's compatible with anything else, you know what I'm saying? I just prefer it. It's easy, it's dedicated to music, it's not gonna crash on me, like I don't have my internet going through it, so that's where I record everything, you know. And I do that. I used to record on ADAT, you see this over here, you know what I'm saying? It's like a glorified VCR on steroids, that's all it really is. I got 3 of them kicking around and none of them work. If anybody out there has an ADAT LX20, it'd be great because I have like albums upon albums and albums worth of stuff that's never seen the light of day, and it's only on these ADAT tapes. I'll show you what an ADAT tape looks like. There used to be a joke. What happened to your ADAT tape? Oh, it ate that. ADAT, get it? ADAT, ate that. I got some newer type of shit like the Nord Lead 2, right up to the older stuff like. You know, the Roland Juno 6, it's a beauty. Lots of people use this shit. Tears for Fears, shit, Herbie Hancock. Triton is actually the key. I choose this as my #1 sampler. I don't know anybody else who uses the Triton as a sampler. People usually use it for like its internal sounds, but I like the sampler on it. It's easy to navigate and it's all touchscreen. Real simple. You know, you can see the waveform, edit and chop, just like with an MP. I got rid of my MP. I didn't really like it. It wasn't my thing. I like doing stuff that other people don't do. My other heavily used sampler is the Boss Dr. Sample 303. When I found out that Madlib used this too, I was really excited. I mean, I could kind of tell from some of his beats already, but when I found out that's what he used, I was like, wow, I'm not the only one. And I keep meeting more people who have them. Got the newest updated version, the SP555, same type of thing. It's another sampler, it's just got more effects and it's expanded. Record player, you know, got to be able to spin and scratch. Got a CDJ so I can get stuff off CD or scratch my own vocals from songs that are not on vinyl. Got it over here is a mini Moog. Lots of fun. Any sound you ever wanted to make. You can make it. Call you right back, baby. Just doing an interview right now. Bye. Yeah, we got the famous Rhodes electric piano by the Fender Rhodes. It's lovely, man. It's just creamy and dirty. Some of the keys are kind of jerky on this. I got this for $500 actually. We got the Yamaha CS1X. It sounds like an analog keyboard, but it's actually digital. Underneath, we got an old Yamaha V50, that's fun. We got this keyboard right here is based on the Moog Rogue. It's actually Moog and Radio Shack collaborated to make this from the early 80s. Got the old Casio SK1, first sampler that I ever touched. I used to see this in Kmart and play it, and I wanted it. I asked for it for Christmas, but I ended up getting a different one without a sampler. A little bit bummed, but what can you do? This is my little powerhouse right here, man. The Micro Korg. For $500, you get a lot of bang for your buck. It's crazy, like the stuff you can get out here. You can go choose one effect, mess with the parameters, go to the bottom part, choose like another effect, delay or whatever, mess with that, and then go back into the top part and choose another one. And it's just like the sounds you can come up with. It's crazy. The onboard sounds are good for dance and hip hop, you know. Got the CS01, my smallest analog keyboard. Merge gave me this one. DJ Merge, big up. It's interesting. It's got its own little speaker actually. And got different settings and shit, but I go out 1/4 inch into my shit and make it sound beefy. Nice bass lines on there. Got my bass guitar. Playing bass. You ever heard of a melodica? You blow in it, you play the keys. I got a fucking Glock. You want to see my Glock? Glockenspiel. It's a toy. It's for kids. I've used it a number of times. It's actually all over Vermilion. Lots of fun for the kids, for the adults too. There's not much light here. I'll show you the Theremin. It's not hooked up. This ring goes on this side. There's an antenna that hoops into here, and basically, if you don't know what a Theremin is, it's the world's oldest electronic music instrument. It's from the 20s. That's when it was designed, I believe, or came out. And you play it with your hands, but you don't touch it. You use the left hand for volume, right hand for pitch, and you best exemplified, probably most famously exemplified in the chorus of Beach Boys' Good Vibrations. I got toy piano. Sometimes I mic this up. Use anything to get a sound, man. I got this weird keyboard by a company called Man. It's got one sound. It sounds fucking terrible. It's great. This is Casio. This is a Casio CZ5000. It's not analog, it is digital, but it's one of Casio's only like serious, one of the few serious synthesizers they made. I got guitars. I got an accordion. I used that on one Vermilion song at least. It was a real novelty. When I got it, I thought I'd use it a lot. I have two trumpets. This one I'm gonna show you is called a pocket trumpet. Kind of handy if you're doing vocals on stage and you want to alternate between vocals and trumpet, because one hand is all it takes. Wow, what a great player. DJs would hate me. You see this, like why is Stevie out of this cover? I really couldn't give a shit. I really couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Scratchier the better. There's records underneath, there's records downstairs, records in the closet. Let's just look through some crap here. This album is awesome, man. It's Gray Slick. It's sounds like it was all recorded live. I got lots of shit off here, and it's just a good album to listen to. Gray Slick from Jefferson Airplane. Oh look, Gino Vanelli. He's fun. This is a funny Brian Eno record where Eno is singing, and it's kind of odd. Wow, look at that. Freak Show. You guys remember Freak Show? This is a bunch of bongos. It's actually, that's what it is. It actually is just a bunch of bongos, and as corny as it looks, it's got lots of good shit on it. Where is it? I love this album. Boom. Paul McCartney, Ram. There's all kind of stuff on this album. It's a great album. I think this was his second solo album before he started calling it Wings. So it's Paul just doing his thing. Tomita records are great. It's like background weird shit you can put on when you're cooking eggs, or you can sample from it. Different people have sampled. Everybody sampled from it. For everybody from like DJ Fat Jack to Jay Dilla. Captain Beefheart is one of the guys that Zappa was like a Zappa protege. This one's hard to find. At least I've never seen it until I picked it up. It's, as you can see, it's a 10-inch in excellent condition. I don't want to tell you how much I paid for it. Oh, I love this record. Love this record. There's a version of James Brown, A Man's World, weird ass song on the other side called Safety is a Cootie Wootie, which is really weird because people associate cooties as being a non-safe thing. Residents, man, they got like over 100 albums, man, mid-70s or whatever, and nobody knows who they are. They're still completely anonymous. Right now, this record's the most important to me. This is High Llamas. The album's called Can Clatters. It came out this year. Honestly, this would be like a saving grace if I was on a desert island and this is the only CD I had. Fucking love it, man. Look at that artwork, man. Come on. Sean O'Hagan's a genius. I'm working on a collab with him right now, so I hope that pans out. That's a look at my little joint, man. It's where the magic happens, and it's a mess, and I like it to be messy. My whole house is a mess. It's just overrun by musical instruments and garbage. Rhymes.